Hi everybody, welcome back to the Born Bites kitchen. My name is Chef Lee and today we're going to be cooking Thai chicken skewers. So to start off with, I've got 2 large chicken breasts, so it's about 500 grams of chicken breasts here. I'm going to dice these up in large dice. I'm actually going to marinate them in some Thai red paste. So the reason I've chosen a paste is because it's quick and easy. This particular one only has 30 calories for what we're going to be using. So if you are going to use a paste, just double check the contents that you're happy with and it's not too high in salts and sugars. So that's just for ease today. If you want to make your own blend, you're more than welcome to do so, but for convenience, I like to use these jars. So we're going to start with dicing the chicken, and we're going to go with a fairly large dice because we are going to put this onto skewers today. So like I said, really large dice on the chicken, just so that you get nice pieces on the skewers. Now it is important when handling raw meat that I've got a particular board for raw meat, so just make sure after you've prepped your chicken to sterilise, wash your hands and make sure everything's all nice and clean before we start doing any other prep. So I'll just do all this. Okay, now our chicken's diced. I'm going to put in a quarter of the jar. It sounds up quite a bit, but it's you do need quite a bit to flavour this up. And we'll give that a good mix. And then just to fire up a little bit more, I'm also going to add a teaspoon of flaked chilies. If that's too spicy, don't add the chilies. Now we just need to cover this with some cling film and leave it marinate for at least an hour. See you later. Okay, so while the chicken's marinating, I'm going to move on to prepping the veg for the skewers just to make life a bit quicker later. So for this, I'm going to use 1 white onion, 1 red onion, and half a red, green and yellow pepper. So again, like we did with the chicken, you want to dice these fairly large dice, just so they can go on the skewers, okay. There's our peppers with the large dice. Move on to the onions. Okay, so onions are ready to go. So just going to do a large dice on the onions. So simply we'll cut these into quarters, and that will give us our nice big pieces for the skewers. Now if you want to do a vegetarian version of these, all you need to do is swap the chicken for extra veg, courgettes, aubergines, etc. make excellent substitutes. And you can marinate all the veg, and that way you've got vegetable skewers instead of chicken ones. You can change the chicken for lamb, you can change the you can also change it for beef. It's entirely up to you, but we're just going to use chicken just because it's really healthy, lean meat, and it'll keep your fat content really low. So our chicken's been marinated now for at least an hour. So what I'm going to do is construct the actual kebabs themselves. So just as a little tip, what I've done is I've soaked the skewers in hot water. You can do it overnight, you can do it for as long as you want, but this should stop them from burning when they're being cooked in the oven. So we're going to take our chicken and our veg, and we're just going to load the sticks up, alternating between the chicken and the veg. And you can put this in whatever order you like. Grab a nice big chunks of onion. There we go, there's one skewer. Just carry on now and fill the rest. Like a Benny Hill sketch. So now our skewers are all ready to go. We just need to bung them in the oven. I'm going to cook these on at 180 degrees for between 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the size of your chicken. So just check them regularly and yeah, they won't be long. So while our kebabs are cooking, we're just going to cook up some rice as a side to go with the kebabs. So you're looking for about 75 grams of rice per portion. So we're going to cook 150 grams of rice. So before we cook the rice, I'm just going to give it a quick wash. It helps to reduce the starch and helps the rice to cook a bit quicker. Now we'll wash, we're going to put the rice into 500 mils of cold water, bring it to the boil and just allow it to simmer. Okay, so we're just going to check the chicken, see how they're getting on. So I'm just going to use a probe to check the temperature, and the magic number you're looking for is 73 degrees. Sounds really sad, but I do that at home. I hate overcooked food. So we're going to put the probe in the biggest bit of chicken and just check the temperature. So we're on 67, so another 5 minutes and our chicken will be cooked. Back in they go. Okay, so we're just going to test our rice, and the way you test if your rice is nice and cooked is just take a little bit out and check it's nice and fluffy. Done. So we're just going to strain the rice, just throw it in the sieve, and Bob's your uncle. So now we've got our finished rice, so I've just strained it, put it on the plate, and that's enough to serve 2 people. Okay, so now we know the chicken's cooked, I'm just going to take it out of the oven. So there's enough here for 3 skewers a person, so I'll put them all on the rice. And there we have our Thai chicken skewers.